ਸਬਰੰਗ ਰੇਡੀਓ 94.7 FM ਸੁਣ ਰਹੇ ਸਾਰੇ ਲਿਸਨਰਸ ਦਾ ਬਹੁਤ-ਬਹੁਤ ਸਵਾਗਤ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਜੀ। ਅੱਜ ਆਪਾਂ ਗੱਲਬਾਤ ਕਰਨ ਜਾ ਰਹੇ ਹਾਂ ਸਾਡੇ ਬਹੁਤ ਹੀ ਹਰਮਨ ਪਿਆਰੇ ਮਿਨਿਸਟਰ ਆਨਰੇਬਲ ਜੌਨ ਮੈਕੈਲਮ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਕਿ ਇਮੀਗ੍ਰੇਸ਼ਨ ਮਿਨਿਸਟਰ ਨੇ ਤੇ ਰੀਸੈਂਟ ਟਾਈਮ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਆਪਾਂ ਕਾਫੀ ਚੇਂਜਸ ਜਿਹੜੀਆਂ ਦੇਖੀਆਂ ਦੀ ਮਿਨਿਸਟਰੀ ਆਉਣ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਅਦ, ਸੋ ਉਹਦੇ ਉੱਤੇ ਗੱਲਬਾਤ ਕਰਾਂਗੇ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ। ਵੈਲਕਮ ਟੂ ਸਬਰੰਗ ਰੇਡੀਓ ਮਿਨਿਸਟਰ।
Pleasure to be with you.
Yeah, thank you very much. Last time it was very good discussion with you regarding the immigration, and you did lot of new changes in the system, which those are looking very good. So tell us something new about the spousal announcement. First of all, like what you did in the recent time.
Okay, well, basically it's very simple. The standard time for a spouse to come to Canada was 2 years, and now it's 1 year. Effective right away and affecting everybody, whether you've already been waiting or whether you're a new applicant, whether you're in Canada or whether you're out of Canada. It's the standard of 1 year. Now, in some cases it will be quicker. If you've been waiting a while, it's likely to be quicker because, it's first in, first out. But to reduce the time by 50% from 2 years to 1 year is a good move. I'm hoping in coming months we can get it down even further. But it's step by step, and that's progress. And I would also say that I would have to give a lot of praise or credit to some of the civil servants who work very hard on what they call tiger teams to make a much quicker, simpler process, easier English, because a lot of our immigrants their first language is not English, so that's important. We have it much simpler, and so I think that's the way to go. We want to be quicker, we want to be simpler, we want to be less cumbersome, and we still have a lot of work to do, but that's certainly progress.
And there are a lot of parents and grandparents changes you did. So can we get a little bit more about that?
That's another area where we've made one change. It's still the same system that we have 10,000 applicants, but instead of doing it by when the mail arrives, in terms of first come, first serve, we have it on a lottery basis. So I think that is a fairer system, because last year there were a lot of complaints about people who didn't get their message in quickly enough, and now we have a more even, fair system.
And how people will know they get selected out of so many applications?
Well, they will be told as soon as the date has passed. The lottery will work, and then the people who are successful will be informed.
Very good. Once again, I will like to tell my listeners, right now we are talking to our Immigration Minister, Honorable John Mccallum. He is with us from Ottawa, and we have a couple more things to ask you, Minister. So, international students right now, because they are looking very hopeful after your announcements in the recent time.
Yes, well, I often say that of all the people in the world that we would like to attract as new Canadians, international students would be right at the top of the list, because they're educated, they speak English or French, they are relatively young, they know something about Canada, so we want to attract more of them. We want to convince them that the cold winters of Canada are better than the warm beaches of Australia, and one way we do that is we've now given them more points under express entry, so it will be easier for them to become permanent residents if that's what they want to do. So under the new system, 40%, which is a high proportion of all of our economic immigrants, will be international students. So we will certainly welcome a higher number. Not everybody, but a higher number than before.
So last year I remember there are a lot of almost 200 from India. Only 40,000-50,000 people were coming, students were coming every year, and I hope they will increase with your new announcement and all the
Well, not all of them, as I say, but more than before.
More than before. Okay, very good. Went to India also, and how was your trip like? How you rate your trip, and what any good outcome?
A great trip. I went to the Golden Temple, which was a very wonderful experience. I'd never been there before, and that was an amazing time. We went to Amritsar, we went to Chandigarh and Delhi, and I met a number of Indian officials, but also I spent a lot of time talking to our own officials in Delhi and in Chandigarh, because we have some issues there, some problems. We're trying to make the process smoother.
Any deal or any specific thing you want to share with our listeners? Anything specific happened related with the Indian government?
Well, I would say one thing. There's a lot of, around the world and in India and everywhere, there's a lot of fraudulent immigration consultants. And so I would say to those who want to bring families in, to encourage your relatives not to use these fraudulent people who will tend to rip you off and you won't even get to come to Canada. So be honest in the applications and don't use dishonest people, or else you will be disappointed. That is one of the things we took from our trip. And also, if you want to invite people to a wedding, and if the wedding's in June, put the application in early, like January or February. Don't put it in 2 weeks before the wedding. So those are practical suggestions as to how people can improve their chances of success.
Very nice, very good advice. And I remember a lot of our small businesses were upset from the previous government decision regarding the temporary foreign workers. So what new changes?
Well, what we've done is we've gotten rid of this 4-year in, 4-year out rule. That's gone now. And we have not done this yet, but in the future we will be working on a stronger pathway to permanent residence for temporary foreign workers.
Anything else you would like to share with our listeners today?
No, I think we've done a lot. We've made progress. Immigration is a big ship. You don't change it on a dime, but we've made some progress in the right direction. But I guess the last thing I would say is we still have a lot of work to do. There's still processes that are too slow, too complicated, and customer service that we provide is not good enough. So we are going to be working on these things in the new year to improve our website, to improve our call lines, and we're going to engage the civil servants themselves to make the whole thing work better. But so that's work to do in the future, but I just want to wish all of your listeners a very happy holiday season in the new year.
Happy holiday season and happy new year. And I hope if you will be here in Calgary Chamber of Commerce, Prime Minister is coming day after tomorrow, Wednesday, there in the morning session to discuss business people, to address the business community people. If you will be here, I will see you there.
Well, I won't be there in 2 days' time, but I'll definitely be there in the new year. So, okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Thanks for your time.
Good. Thanks. Bye.
Bye.